to take this tower. We see a lot of people over here in the jungle. Nautilus coming down, going down on the Cassiopeia actually, using that ultimate, and they are able to burst down really low, but aren't able to take her down. No, Xerath finally takes her down as the ultimate goes off. ggClassic ultimate trying to get the Xerath as he drops really low. He actually falls to elements, and Nautilus is very low as Udyr and the Taric are on him. The ggClassic comes up with a teleport, and that is going to be the end of Nautilus.
Yeah, that was a surprisingly good exchange for Curse there. It looked initially that it was going to go poorly. Cassiopeia kind of whiffed the ultimate there. Had barely any health left, so it certainly wasn't surprising that she missed it. But yeah, then they were able to turn around in large part because of that Gangplank ultimate. So Gangplank has kind of fallen out of favor as the standard top lane has received a number of consecutive nerfs, increases in his mana cost, decrease to the effectiveness of Array's morale. Yet through it all, he still remains the person you can put in top lane that'll have the most effect on other lanes, just because of his Cannon Barrage ultimate can do so much. It can clear creep waves, or alternatively just picks up kills like it has done all game today. That's really been like the one saving grace for Curse so far, I feel.
Yep, and I actually wanted to point out that this ward over here, Spellsy came down and put that ward there in lane, so at top actually. So it looks like he is putting those wards down in lane on purpose, just wanting to get a little bit more vision further up in the lane when the lane gets a little bit pushed. I mean, I'm not sure how well that's been working out well for them, but I mean, they've been doing a very good job at top, so it looks like it is a good strategy.
You can never have too many wards. That's kind of my rule. Oh, it looks like Olaf is going down on this Gangplank, using his axe to great use, keeping constant slows on that Gangplank. Gangplank's forced to flash out, but the chase continues. Oh, but Cassiopeia comes down, does save him. Oh, meanwhile, at top, wow. Why is there things going on at all the different points of the map? Graves does get taken down. You have to be very careful. That Kog'Maw and Nunu are a deadly combination that is pushed basically everyone out of the lane and just keep on pushing turrets.
Yep, actually, over at mid, we see Nautilus going in with his ultimate on the Taric. Taric's going to put down that stun, so he's going to get away, but the Olaf and the Nautilus are still looking for blood. Looks like they're going to be able to take this tower, actually, because the rest of Curse has to back off. Over at top lane, we see Nunu and Kog'Maw still pushing as the duo. The Industrial Average manages to take down that tower, now pushing their lead to about 8k gold, and it looks like Xerath is going to use his poke to get some damage down before backing off.
Yeah, and Kog'Maw and Nunu are going to head back there. We will see what they have in store for us. Nunu already has an Aegis. Maybe they'll come out with Australia's Reverie here. Yes, that is what he selects. I was wondering if he might go Starks, but that might even be overkill. We see some pings going down for Baron. They may know that all of Just Your Average Joe's just went back, and it looks like they are going to start it here, are going to rush towards it. Xerath does kind of smell out their plan, and I think Just Your Average Joe's knows what's happening. Oh, and this poke from Xerath is actually going to be pretty significant. But Baron is going down.
Elements falls as the Curse takes down the Baron, and they're going to have to back away now. And Graves taking a lot of damage from the Kog'Maw, falls, and the Olaf actually chasing after this Cassiopeia, getting that axe down, and landing another axe, using those abilities to slow them down. It gets up another kill, and now it looks like, despite losing that Baron buff, they're going to be able to push this tower, and maybe even this inhibitor.
Yeah, that wasn't even a counter Baron. It was just a, hey, everyone's going back, let's Baron. But, they were able to get it. They just were not able to get away, in large part because Spelty just picked up that Australia's Reverie. So they traded that Baron, but they lost 3 people. Now they're going to lose their inhibitor. They've already lost 1 inhibitor, and my mistake, they've only lost 2 people. They're going to lose 2 inhibitors, so that is not a good trade. Baron is very important, gives you a ton of global gold, but 2 inhibitors down is a significant disadvantage. They're going to be pushed back, and now, Just Your Average Joes can steal all the buffs here. All the buffs are up, so they're going to take these buffs, and they'll probably go take Dragon, too. So any really gold advantage that Curse got by taking that Baron has just been, basically nullified.
Yep, and a lot of that was partially because of that poke that Xerath was able to put down before the fight started.
That Kog'Maw just nearly took down Udyr on his own. Udyr ran into the jungle, and of course Udyr's supposed to be really strong, really buff. He did waste some money on his oracles that kind of just disappeared when he died up top. But yeah, like I said, they do take down that dragon. Now they're 10k gold in the lead, 26 minutes in, so I was talking, I believe, 5 minutes ago. I said, oh, 5K gold lead at 20 minutes is pretty substantial. Well, 10K gold lead is twice as substantial.
Yep, looks really good for Just Your Average Joes right now. Curse, despite having that Baron buff, they're not going to be able to use it to their advantage to push right now because they have to defend their base with 2 of their inhibitors down.
Right, and at this point I'm kind of interested in seeing what will happen. Oh my goodness, Kog'Maw just picks up his last Whisper, so there's basically going to be no end to the pain that he brings. But my question has been already answered. Just Your Average Joes is all heading towards bottom lane, so I was wondering, are they going to play a little bit defensively while 3 people of Curse still have this Baron buff? But no, they're going to charge in. Oh, and they're going to catch Kobolter here.
Yep, and Nunu using his ultimate to get that slowdown, as well as the axes from Olaf coming down. Looks like they're going to do enough damage to actually finish him off, which they do. Udyr's coming in to help, but it's too late. Actually, they turn focus on that Udyr, and the rest of Curse is coming, but they're scared of Just Your Average Joes at this moment. Udyr falling really low to that Kog'Maw, but Xerath actually picks him off. They take the tower. Now they're just going to push down at this bottom lane.
Yeah, and they did a little fancy dancing around that turret. First Olaf tanked it, then Nunu tanked it. But what it means is there's only 3 people defending this turret, and they have really good poke between Kog'Maw's Living Artillery and just all of the spells from Xerath, throwing out some Arcana pulses there. And they're just going to be able to push this down. There's really nothing that can be done for Curse. And of course, top lane and bottom lane are pushing, and the surrender vote goes down. Xerath is just wreaking havoc with his ultimate. They push down, they kill Graves, but the game is over. Good games go out. So that is game 1 for Just Your Average Joes. Not so average, taking that game in pretty dominant fashion. Really had the lead all throughout.
Yeah, and I don't know if you noticed, but there were 3 wards that were tossed over the wall near bottom. That was
Triple ward?
Yeah. It's one of those things that happens when your entire team knows that wards are important, but you just end up tossing wards at the same time in the same place. So yeah, a very good game for Just Your Average Joes. They really took control of the game early and held it. They were able to get Kog'Maw those kills, and